Hey, welcome back to the Black Gentleman Club with your host, Mac. You got Cordero, Trey, and Low Key. All right, we here to give you candid conversations. Candid conversations. That means we're going to give you the real shit. But I got something for you. I want to come in with the emotion on the first go round. So go ahead and play that for me.
We all go through it. You think you're the only one? You think you special? You think your pain is worse than my pain? Some of you though, you let your pain punk you. You let your pain punk you. You let your pain make you quit. You think you the only one go. You think because I got money and I'm the #1 motivational speaker that all my pain gone? Stop letting your pain punk you. Your pain.
Stop letting your pain punk you. Damn.
That's how you comment, bro?
On God. On God.
I think I'm addicted to pain. I'm addicted to pain then, if that's the case.
Are you?
I
Why
promise
you
you though.
addicted to pain though?
Toxic stuff. Because I think I've been so unemotionally available in my life. Pain was the only thing that let me know I was still here. So like I did a lot of things intentionally that was gonna mess me up. So I knew I could feel it. I used to get tattoos and stuff in places that I knew it was gonna be painful. Matter of fact, I got a tat on my back that say pain heals. And I'll go into that in a little bit, but it's like pain just let me know I'm alive. But it's also pain is different than suffering, but I'm addicted to pain.
Look, I wanted to take that and fuck this shit up. Like, because you said you
Run
got
it, bro.
tattoos in places. I was like, this nigga got a tattoo on his gooch.
Oh, Lord.
Get some help.
Maybe in another lifetime.
I
Maybe in
thought you
another
were gonna say
lifetime.
something left, bro. I swear to God. But,
Nah, bro. I
but
ain't
no,
that
for
gone.
real. For real.
Oh,
all right,
man.
all right. We back on topic. My bad.
That's
All right.
good.
But
Shit, man.
so you mean to tell me you intentionally hurt yourself to feel something?
I think, hold on, wait before you answer that question, because I think you need to clarify when you say hurt yourself. Because a lot of people ain't going to take that the right way.
Okay,
So,
all right. So you intentionally did things that would make you feel pain in order to feel something. Is that about right?
All right. So we got mad levels of pain. You know, we got the physical realm, the emotional realm. I'll say just the dang on life realm of pain where a lot of times I'll choose the hardest route possible because I'm hard-headed, I'm stubborn. And sometimes I create my own pain points in certain areas, right? So let's say matter of fact, I'll probably be pretty I'll warm up and be pretty transparent throughout the episode. But
okay. Keep it candid.
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably warm up to it, but I'll say like even like one thing, you know, as kids do, don't I don't know, don't keep jumping and jumping off the bed. I jumped off the bed so many times. No, I broke my arm.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
I done broke my arm, broke both my arms, not listening, you know, and those are pain points to me. So a lot of right. I broke one arm. I got pushed out a tree by my so-called friend. He was my
like
friend.
Game of Thrones. Are you sure you're not watching Game of Thrones?
Look, pushed out a tree, broke my one arm. Jumping over the fence, broke my other arm. You know, my mom's doctor bill was high. That's what I'm trying to tell you on that part.
Yo, bro, really. You done been through some shit.
You should have went outside. To the MMA, man.
I was outside. When they say outside, I was outside.
Like in the literal sense, though.
He was outside taking with his rounds.
Right.
I ain't going outside today.
Not that far. I went at your outside. My park was closed. Whatever.
He was outside taking with his rounds. Jumping all on the ground.
Shit. Look, I'm sorry.
Look, so that's the pain, the physical pain, some pieces of it. But like emotionally, like so I'm referring to when I said I experienced pain or I purposely did things. I think I really, because I just had such a tough time being emotionally present in life. I think it's just because like abandonment issues or neglect in certain areas. I would have to do things that was the wrong thing. Like, you know, like in class when you're a kid, it's like if you liked a girl, sometimes it'll be like the one that you treated the worst, you liked her the most. Type vibes. Yeah. I think it'll be situations like that in my life as I grew older. I would do things that was going to be more destructive to my relationship with people because I knew now the reaction meant something was there and I could feel the reaction more than the healthy part of that relationship.
That's actually more powerful than you think.
Yeah, so going off of that, it's crazy because the way this came up to me, so this episode is called The Gift of Pain. If you don't know, y'all, there's a gift in pain. And me being a medical professional, right? So I tend to look at things from a sense of medicine or from a holistic piece. So we're talking about pain or what pain does to the body. It sends a inflammatory response to a certain area. Typically, when you get injured, your brain tells your nerve endings, hey, something ain't right, and it sends signals up real quick to the areas that's affected, to the brain, and back to the areas affected, so you can have a reaction. Now the reaction is it starts triggering different side effects or different I say a cascade of different things that now your blood starts to flow straight to the area. Red blood cells, which carry oxygen, you got white blood cells, which attack and kills disease, not really diseases, but germs or bacteria, certain types of bacteria.
Anything that don't belong. Correct.
So it sends that to the affected area. The affected area, because let's say you sprained your ankle. Now I sprained my ankle because I was walking. I jumped out of a tree like Loki. Bam, fucked my ankle up. I'm on the ground. Red blood cells are now flowing fresh to my ankle.
That's why it swells.
Along with white blood cells, that's the reason why it swells. So that way it can start getting rid of the negative things that are in there. So that way my body can heal naturally. What we tend to do a lot of times, we tend to take ibuprofen, medications to try to mask the feeling of what the body is going through to actually fix the problem. And we do that even in real life. We tend to try to divert our attention to something else because we don't want to deal with the problem. Or the problem is being fixed, but we can't stand the way that the solution is going. Or like, for example, like how God did the children of Israel, or how God did Jonah. He told them to go over to Nineveh and tell the people X, Y, and Z. He didn't want to go do it. So God was like, okay, cool. Go sleep in the well for a couple of days. Tell me how that feels.
What do you say? Go sleep in the well.
You sleep in the well for a couple of days. Tell me how that feels. And then you will go do it. And you're still going to go do it. And then he still went to go do it, but he had to go through that pain point, or we had to go through those break. I call it pain points, because you either break through or you break down. Or it's pretty much like a breaking point. And so like you go through that, so that way it makes you better. But a lot of people tend to run from that because they don't see the gift of it.
And what's the gift?
I mean, the whole process is the gift when you think about it. Like the lessons you learn from it, the strength that you gain from it, like the armor you now know how to put on because you've already experienced that. You know how to now handle that situation differently than you did before because you went through that. So your mindset starts to shift. You start to think different. You start to act different. You start to do different. And then from there, it yields different results. It don't yield the same results it did before because you ain't doing the same dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, like for example, like you got caught cheating, then you gonna go cheat again?
You might.
No, that's some people do.
I mean, I'm being real. Like if your girl caught you cheating, do you think you're gonna go cheat again?
It depends on how that pain truly was.
You could. B, you might not. And the only reason why you would is because you're gonna try to figure out a way not to get caught. B, but that shows that you still don't give a shit. But B then means that, okay, damn, I learned my lesson. I figured out what was wrong. Let me not do that because this is what the response that it gets. Then it brings you back 10 steps versus bringing us forward 10 steps.
Gotcha. All right. Trey, what you think?
I think that's a two-sided question because I'm saying, like, what if you're in an environment where the pain that you enjoy or the gift that you get from that pain makes you, I guess, thrive in it to a sense where, like, you got gangsters, thugs, and shit like that. That's all a painful role. I mean, they get beat up, it makes them stronger, but in the same time, they're still in that element, so they're still trying to, I guess, I don't even know how to say it. They trying to
adapt,
be more, adapt to that situation. So they put more pain inside of themselves to further grow into that establishment that they're in, like gang members. You might get shot in the leg. Okay, boom. I'm finna go shoot back. That pain make you do stupid stuff too. So it's all about, for me, it's all about that mentality of, do I want to grow outside of this pain or do I want to continue to grow in the realm that's causing the pain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
I don't even know if that makes sense.
No, it
bro.
makes sense. It makes sense.
I got you. I can say it in a short form because like I said, I chase pain sometimes, especially like athletically. Like I really love going to work out to the point where I feel my muscles burn or whatever. Because it's like I know I put in work and now work is coming back out. Like I feel the result of the work. I don't see the full result, but I know something got put into it. I think in any
I got something for that.
organization or any. All right. Well, I'm happy you got it.
My bad.
But
Go ahead.
but for any organization that you know, whether you're in the streets or not, you put in work, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, we got motion happening over here. You see some sort, it might be painful. You might have, you know, ops on you or whatever. You might took an L on you know, on your supplier, whatever could be happening, but you know that the work is going in and something is coming out. So I feel like that pain part is like the real, that's like the proof is in the pudding type thing. Like the pain means something is happening. So I think for me, that's why pain is important. Like you need, it lets you know it's really something happening for you.
You know what? I think the key to this is that the pain is the trigger, right? It's the alert, like he said. It's the thing that lets you know something going on. But I think what you are using pain for is the wrong thing in reference to so when you work out, the pain you feel from your muscles is fatigue. Your muscles is just tired.
Right.
But the residual effect of you doing that workout, next time you go, you won't feel that same pain threshold. You're going to surpass that because you'll be able to lift a little bit more. You'll be a little bit stronger. You gain something from it. So I actually think the pain was what let you know and made you feel like something was breaking you down and building you up. But really what happened after was the gift, because the gift increased your strength. It increased what you can endure. And it increased, and it showed you that because now you're lifting higher weight, if that makes sense.
So
No, I get you.
Is the gift of pain resiliency?
It can
Not,
be. So
it's not 100% for me.
Could be.
But you
I think
continue to
it's-
go back to you said you continue to go back to the gym to build, right? So you going back means you're resilient to that pain level and you're trying to overcome it every single time. So when you overcome it, it's another different type of pain level.
Yeah.
For me
it's almost
personally,
it's chasing that high in a sense. It's kind of like chasing the high.
Yeah.
In a sense.
But that can be
But
dangerous
it's also,
too.
it is for two reasons. One, because back to the gym reference, you're going to pull a muscle. You're going to pop something. You're going to, you know, have them days where you overexert yourself. But for me, what's difficult is my pain tolerance can be different than my partner's. And it's like,
everybody different.
I think sometimes I put people in unnecessary pain for points because I chase this pain. And it's like, people got grace and tolerance, but they ain't trying to live no life of pain and misery. You feel me?
I just think that people have to realize what pain is for them and what pain isn't. Because some things you go through is you bringing that pain to you, and it really doesn't serve a purpose other than your own pride or your own unspoken achievements, maybe. Because if you keep taking yourself through pain, you're gonna take your wife through pain if you doing that unnaturally, right? But if you look at the situation as a whole and like, hey, this is not gonna benefit our relationship, this is not gonna benefit me, why take us through that? I want to be strong, I'm trying to be strong, and I'm doing these things to be strong, but that's not something I need to do.
What's that saying? They say hard times make strong men.
Yeah.
Soft times make weak men or something like that.
They do say that, but it depends on what you call soft and weak, and you got to look at the way the world moving. I'm saying be strong as a man individually, but like, I mean, they used to call being a nerd a problem. Like that's who got bullied, but they're the ones that end up running the world. So it depends on what you call weak and strong too. Go ahead.
You know what I think makes a man strong? The ability to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Once you conquer that and have the ability to be vulnerable, vulnerability as a man is one of the most painful things. So I think being emotionally unavailable makes you weak because you can't deal with that pain of being vulnerable.
But we saw that as a strength. That's my point.
Right. Exactly. So you got to understand the why.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we continually enjoy this pain?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
What's the triggering? Like, what is the thing that's causing the pain to now flare up? Like going back to the ankle, right? You out, but like, what caused you to sprain your
Mhm.
ankle? Were you walking? Did you hit a rock? Did you trip over a leg? Like trip over a curb? How did you fall? You know, like when you think about when you go see a doctor and ask you all these questions to get an understanding of what happened, to paint
So they can best treat it.
to see what led up to the incident of the call. So now then, because what you feel is the effect of the call. So the issue we tend to do, like you said, you're talking about strength and weaknesses. And you use the cliche of that, like hard times make strong men.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hard times make strong men, but it's kind of out of context, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't mean that you have to deliberately place yourself or intentionally place yourself in a hard situation. It doesn't mean you have to deliberately place yourself into an easy situation either. What it's stating is that what's pretty much saying is that you use what you have, and if the situation gets harder, don't break down and run away. Which is what I was saying about before, about how people take medication to mask the pain because they don't want to feel what the body is doing to repair itself. Instead, they don't want to experience pain at all. Think about how many people come to a doctor and say, "I'm feeling pain. I don't want to feel pain no more." Pretty much everybody that comes to a doctor says they don't want to feel pain no more. Well, guess what? You're gonna always feel pain, no matter if they give you ibuprofen, morphine, ketamine, whatever. You're gonna always feel pain, regardless. It can mask it temporarily, but when that shit wear off, what happens?
Yeah, you
feel it again, regardless of how long ago it been. Until you address the situation. And the reason I say gift of pain versus the curses of pain, because there is a dark side to pain, which is what goes towards your actual mentality. What is your end state for what you're trying to do? Is it a negative thing? Then it can lead to curses of pain. But if it's something positive, there's a gift on the other end of it. And like he said, it's the resilience piece. It's the resilience factor. It's the toughening phase, or like we call it in basic training, the toughening phase.
I think it's an alert phase
that you go through. That too. I mean, but it's because what it does, it helps you build self-awareness of who you are. Like you talked about vulnerability. That piece is very critical. But how can you be vulnerable if you're not aware of who you are and don't understand or love who you are?
Well, for
you can't
some
be vulnerable
reason,
if you don't love who you are.
For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna be the type that want to. I like if I could have birth. I'm saying I want to, but like you know how they say giving birth is like that level of like it's the next closest thing to dying. For some reason inside of me, I want to know like, yo, what does this level feel like? Because it just validate me like, yo, I can take
anything.
Like, I don't know.
But is
it worth it?
I don't know. That's what they say.
I mean, I've been blown up and shit, and I thought I was gonna die.
But who really knows the equivalent?
That's what I'm saying. Who knows what closest to dying feel like? I don't know. I just know that the experience that I experienced getting blown up, shot at, and all the other good shit is not a fun feeling.
No.
Right.
I'm just saying, even with that being said, like, I want to be strong enough for any situation that I might be put in. I've always felt like that. That's why I made sure I was strong enough to lift whatever I had to, just in case a nigga went to prison. Hey, I'm just saying, I gotta be ready, bro. Like, no cap.
You can't go to jail,
huh? You said what?
Get some help.
I can't go to jail.
But I'm saying, I'm small, bro. I gotta be ready, bro. So in order to encounter that, I built myself up physically, all right, and mentally too, though. But y'all funny. But because of those situations, because I want to be strong, I made myself as strong as I possibly can in my mind. But I realized that some things that I was preparing for, I don't need to prepare for. I don't. That's not in my wheelhouse of what I need to work on. And I could be taking energy out of an area that I should be applying the energy to. So that's the type of pain I'm gonna let somebody else have. Somebody else want to do that anyway because they don't want to go and, do better for themselves. They want to go back the same way their uncle did or their dad did or whoever else did. That's cool. But for me, I did.
Every single substance in this world has to be vulnerable to be strong. And the reason why I say that is if you look at a brick, right? It wasn't always a brick. It was concrete, but you had to put water in it. You had to make it soft in a sense. And then you had to form it. You had to mold it into that brick and then it came strong. Then look at all these houses, the foundations. You got mountains. They weren't always mountains. Something had to form those to be that strength that you truly wanted them to be. So, I mean, as men, as each of us go through our lives, I think we gotta understand that, like Loki was saying, you building yourself up to be stronger mentally, but at the same time, you causing yourself pain. You're exerting your weak point, pretty much.
So let me just jump on that then. If we preparing ourselves to be, strong and whatnot, are we designed just to experience pain as men? Like, because sometimes I feel like a lot of people in the world and our counterparts are women feel like men is only here to work. Our only purpose is to bring in a resource.
They don't know our purpose.
Typically by physical labor.
I wouldn't put that on them, saying that's what they
don't
think.
know our purpose.
That's all they think.
Society put that mentality in the world.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. I wouldn't say that they think that. I think that it's alluded to or it's placed out there by the powers that be. Don't know who it is, or mainly media that can influence a lot of people through imagery and through entertainment and all types of stuff. So if you keep hearing the same rhetoric over and over again, you tend to believe it.
You believe
it doesn't
what
mean
you
it's
see.
true. You just tend to believe it. So I don't think that it's their issue. It's their fault to why they feel like that. And then yes, to a certain extent, that people do feel like they don't. That's all men are here to do. But once again, I remember seeing somebody talk about misogynistic or patriarchy, those different words. A lot of people don't even know what those words really mean. I mean, I know what it means. I understand the context behind those words, and it's not demeaning, nor is it sexist. To be honest with you, it's not. But the connotation that it gives off, because the way people use it on social media, everybody thinks that it's a negative thing. But without men being here, there would not be a lot of different innovations. There wouldn't be a lot of structure. Wouldn't be a lot of order when it came down to how society is
There
now.
wouldn't be
as
a population.
It wouldn't be a population if there wasn't women either. Don't get it twisted. Women play a strategic role into what we do. That's why we're a team, and that's why we should be together as a team to do things together. It doesn't mean one is lesser than the other. It doesn't mean one is greater than the other. Everybody has their own different roles and responsibilities.
But this is a pain point.
Let's play that shit.
This is right here a pain point.
No, it is. But it is a pain point in our society at this moment. Is the fact that people tend to want to say, well, men don't do this, women don't do that, or all thing she wants is my money. Only thing he want to do is get pussy. I mean, shit. Like, if that's all you want, if that's all you giving away is if any dude, think about this. I told my little bro, I was like, bro, look at this. I said, if you're going on a date and then the only thing she's offering you is pussy, and you did this, and this, you pay for her bill, you pay for her meal, you picked up, you took her out to eat, you made sure that her car was good to go, you took care of something in the house, and then the only thing she's offering you is pussy. Don't fuck with her.
Nope. I
Don't
think that might not be true though, because if you just in that situation, what if that's all you need? What if your life's so together, that's all you really need is some pussy?
But that's not all.
That
you
means
need,
he
though.
proves the stereotype, right?
But
my point is
if he don't need nothing else from her, and that's exactly what she providing, then why is it an issue?
Isn't that prostitution though?
Correct. That's what I get ready to, because my thing is this: if that's all you need, then why are you spending your hard-earned resources on taking her to do X, Y, and Z?
You talking about a one-off situation though?
But you made it into a one-off situation to where it's that's all he needs is pussy. But that's not all a man needs is pussy.
I'm saying in that situation, the puzzle is finished. He got the money, he got the stability, whatever, and what she need to do is bring with that. And then it could flip-flop back and forth, but sometimes if that's all she need to bring, that's sometimes all she need to bring.
But if that's all she need to bring, then say that from the beginning and don't do all the extra shit if that's all she needs to bring.
If that's all she is bringing, then
you don't need to fuck with her.
Exactly. You are blind to the fact that there are over 1 billion different women in the world with the same vagina.
Correct.
Okay, but look, what if they all bring in extra? They all millionaires too. They all got businesses. But you don't need it. If all you need is
we talking about the average person. We talking about the average person who is not making over $56,000 a year.
But I wouldn't discredit that woman just for having that to bring. I'm not saying that should be her dang star resume piece, but if that's what she got to bring and that's what you need,
I'm gonna discredit you because if I go to a job and say, hey, look, only thing I can do is type of Microsoft Word. But they require me to do Excel, PowerPoint, data analyze, this and that. And then I'm saying, well, I can only do Microsoft Word. Well, you ain't the one for this job.
But that don't mean you can't learn. Some people might want to.
But that don't mean I should hire your stupid ass. That don't mean I should hire you to teach you. I'm not here to hire you to teach you for a requirement that you apply for.
I feel that.
Like Cordero was saying though, if you put it in that sense, A lot of people lie on their resume to get that job.
They do.
So a lot of women can lie and say, I do this and this and this and this and this. And then when they get that ring,
gone.
Chilling.
I'd rather be like the situation where she said that's all she bringing, so that I know as a man, my path means I'm still feeling the rest of this puzzle. Because sometimes you get with a woman that is driven in that way, and you're gonna be lacking a lot more stuff. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get no cutty because she working on the same things you working on.
So I feel like you got to
determine
what you want out of a woman. Like
that's it.
And that's what
that's it.
But that's what I said. That's what I'm saying from the beginning is if you want to spend your hard-earned resources, which took you a lot of time to accumulate, correct?
But that ain't what you told your brother. But
that's why I told him. I told him like if you did this,
you said don't mess with her if that's all she giving you. That's what I'm saying. That's not that's your perspective of what he should be doing. You don't know what he got going on. That might be all he needed.
No, but see,
from your experience, you saying don't mess with her.
No, because me knowing him and we having these conversations, I'm just giving you the short end of the conversation. Me knowing him and he's saying that he wants to be married, he wants a real relationship. Don't fuck with her. I'm not gonna tell you not to go fuck with somebody.
That one added though.
But I'm saying I'm not gonna tell you not to fuck with somebody if that's what you want. If you want to get some pussy, go get some pussy. But guess what? Don't you go take her outside the roof, Chris?
But
Don't you do it?
I think y'all misinterpret what he's saying though.
I don't think
because if you flip the roles gender, if all I'm bringing is my thing to the party, then I'm a bum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But in this society, that's how it is.
But exactly. Don't mean this. But
I'm not saying anything right, and I don't think he's saying anything right. I think he's saying if they both communicated that this is what they want, then fuck it, that puzzle is done. But that's not the case because if your brother wants something better for himself, which is more context to that situation, then he's gonna look for a better woman, and he's gonna take qualifications that don't just include vagina.
Correct, but that's my point I'm making when I'm talking about pain points because people we see this a lot. People tend to keep repeating the same shit over because they have not learned from the pain that they experience. How many people have you heard say that they want to be married,
but they're not doing married shit,
but they haven't changed haven't changed their habits. They haven't
Everybody
started doing the things. My point is, so I don't give a fuck what if is because if was a fifth we all be drunk. Because the fact of the matter is that's not what you want. What you want is what you want. So if you're saying that you want to be married, you want to be engaged, you want this and that, stop acting like a slut. Stop acting like a hood nigga. Start doing the shit that needs to be what you want your family reflection to be like. Stop bringing in the pain that's unnecessary if you're not going to learn
that
from
is my point. We got to choose which pain is unnecessary. But if this is your lifestyle, and again, this is phases, that's the lifestyle that they choose right now. It's just going to add to more pain later. But that's some people got to learn that.
And since I want to get drunk, what if that's my learning style? You feel me? What if pain is my learning style?
It might not be the most healthy.
But keyword that says learning style. Did you learn from it?
That's my
no.
best
Did
when
you learn
my
from
head,
it?
I guarantee I don't bump my head again.
No, but why
you got to bump your head in the first place when you can make a difference?
That's what I would like to figure out for myself. I promise you I would like to figure that out. But I don't know why.
So think about this right now. You seen people in the news right now going out there pulling out guns and getting shot by the police just because they think. Are you gonna go outside and do the same shit?
God don't put me in the situation.
Yeah, I'm about to say because I
promise you, I got every
situations.
Scenario
but guess what? But God gives you common sense, right? He gives you common sense and he gives you examples to look from, right?
I think so. For the most part.
So we all don't have a phone. We all can't go on YouTube and see people that do stupid shit every day.
Our minds don't work like that to be done. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. You said it. You're right.
All right. I'm just saying we can't see stupid people do stupid shit every day. We see it on World Star all the time.
A smart man does learn from other people's mistakes, but it's also them situational context. Somebody slaps your wife. You ain't gonna go crazy on whoever slapped your wife.
I'm about to fuck that. I might rip that nigga head off. Depending on for real.
He gonna die. He gonna die.
You know what I'm saying? You just threw away your life knowing that you're going to sit in jail thinking about your actions. You feel me?
Yeah, but see, the difference is that I know that this nigga is going to die. And I know that I'm going to go to jail because I know he shouldn't have slapped my wife. And he should have known not to slap my wife too. Because if he had a wife, well, he wants somebody slapping his wife.
Right. Pain
so
point.
I already know
you
the
know you're going to not
be
nothing for your family for the rest of your life because you reacted over a minute, which we know is the right move as a husband. But you also know you're gonna be sitting somewhere for the rest of your life because of a minute reaction.
Correct. But see, that's something I understand. That's something I'm willing to live with because once again, if now the other part I got to live with this. If I let this nigga smack my wife, now I got to ride back home. My wife.
I'd rather kill that nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that bullshit.
I mean,
the disrespect you about to give after that, nigga. What?
Pick your poison, my dude. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Which one you want to do? You want to go sit in jail because hey, Nick, your wife was like, yo, he smacked shit. He smacked me. You killed his ass. I respect.
Go ahead.
But you only go to jail if you get caught.
Correct.
What you said?
So
because I might follow
to jail if you get caught.
That nigga lacking.
What Cardi say? No face, no case.
Oh God,
no face, no case.
We recorded.
If somebody smack my girl, we gonna get in the car. I'm gonna follow him home, and I'm smacking everybody in his crib.
That's petty. That's premeditated, boy.
Oh, that's
I'm saying. So that's anybody. I'm pretty sure people listening and watching, if they smack anything close to me, bro, it's on.
I'm on your ass.
It's on.
I'm on your ass like Haynes, my dude.
Oh, crazy.
I'm gonna be so calm, cool, and collective about it, and I'm just pat and go around the whole crib.
I might choke that motherfucker right there, though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't. My anger. That's why I try not to let myself get mad, because in those moments I just take off. But anyway, I don't even.
Why? Because that's painful for you to see.
It's painful.
See,
this nigga finna die. That's disrespect. I don't do disrespect, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'd rather you slap me and you ain't slapping me.
Yeah.
Bitch, you better punch me because you slap me. I'm gonna kill your ass for real. Cause that's more disrespectful than the punch.
Me.
Fuck bullshit.
I don't care about you slapping. I don't care about you slapping me, but don't do that to my wife.
I'll be damned.
Yeah,
or my shit.
No, you don't even blow the wind from the hand over here in my direction. I don't even. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. I don't even want to feel the air.
See, look, now y'all got me thinking, because it's like y'all all just agreed on having a certain level of pain that y'all would tolerate.
Yes.
Knowing the results of the pain.
Because some shit is like,
that's the same thing I do daily. I choose pain because I know what the result of the talk. Like I can tolerate what is going to come from it, for myself at least.
Because you build a resilience, right?
But that's also, it probably wasn't properly built. It just is habitual now. Like, you feel me? Like, I've learned through life that this is what just works, and I get results from it. So why not stop? Like, why change? But
well,
I don't know.
But so give me an example of one of the pain things that you like to do, because I'm really trying to understand, because I think it's kind of vague.
What do you put it in? Do you want physical, emotional? Which way? Like,
whichever one you willing to share.
Let's go emotional. Maybe I should have said physical.
Because I'm really trying to wrap my head around like what you mean by what. Because I'm trying to get a sense of it. Because I'm thinking of it like the way I understand it, but it may not be what you're thinking.
All right, cool. So an emotional thing that I do, well, maybe it's just like a personal, I will tell the truth, knowing that it's gonna fuck some stuff up. And I gotta say fuck. I don't try not to cuss fuck, but that's what it does. People would call me dumb, bro. You dumb for saying X, Y, and Z. Why would you ever say that? Because it's on my heart. Like, I know that it's gonna tear somebody up. It's gonna destroy every fiber of them.
I know what you mean.
For me, I know the results of myself saying this truth. It's gonna free me. It's gonna elevate me. I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna grow from the reaction of it. And it's just ultimately it's good. Even though it's a lot of bad in the good, or it's a lot of bad in that, it's just ultimately it's gonna be good.
I know what you mean. I get what you're talking about. I understand. I get
that's an emotional kind of piece.
Okay, so I got a question. So take that same situation and put it in a form where you're dealing with your kid. Even if you know it's true and it's gonna hurt and probably tear them down, how would you deal with that?
I got one off the top, because we just had and we might have something similar, but we just had this holiday season all the time every year. I told my wife, I do not care about Santa Claus. I do not care about none of that. And I told her like straight up, I would rather tell my son, like right now, your mother and your father bought you these presents, but there is this person called Santa that is commercialized. You will hear about him. You can celebrate it with your friends, but do not believe for one day that this man came down a chimney and gave you this present. This is your mother and father's sweat and tears. So I would rather make a pain point right there as a kid than teach him a lie, than correct a lie 10 years from now.
That's solid.
It's
That's solid, though.
You feel me?
You just said something too, because like you said, people teach a lie and try to correct it years later. Think
Slavery.
about that.
It's just
No,
those the
hey,
choices I be making all the
Right.
time. It's like, yo, I can have a much easier life, not choosing to do a lot of things, but it's like, yo, it would not sit right with me as a person if I keep doing all these. And it's 1,000 holidays, Easter bunnies and Lucky
Yeah.
Charms and all. Like,
Facts, bro. Like
you
real
feel
talk.
like how many things I'm gonna keep making up to just to
it's
tell you the
all
truth in
for
10
business.
years.
It's all for business. That's why I said, like, man, like I had to do this to my daughter today because so it's crazy because my wife was helping out with some homework, right? And my daughter, she like to say that she did her homework, but she won't show us. And we like, yo, show us your work because we wanted to see and validate what you did was correct. And if it needs to be fixed, we will tell you what needs to be fixed. So it's always a hassle trying to get her to do this shit. You know, she likes to break down and cry and go emotional. Like I told her, I said, I'm gonna tell you something just like this. Nobody gives a shit about your tears.
That ain't gonna solve your problem.
Nobody cares about your tears besides you. I don't care about them. Your mama don't care about them. Nobody cares about them but you. I said, we love you, but we don't care about you crying. If it ain't because you seriously hurt, we don't care about you crying. We don't. Because it doesn't do anything for you. I said, when have your tears fixed your problem? When did your tears raise your grade? What have you learned from your tears?
Let's see.
Not a damn thing. So why are you still wasting your tears? For what? It's not gonna make your homework get done faster. It's not gonna make it correct. If we're just trying to, I said, we're not here to try to tear you down. We're here to try to help you understand how the real world is gonna be like. The real world is not forgiving like we are. The real world is not gonna treat you and love you like we are.
So this
I'm just giving her the facts because I don't want her thinking that everything has to be her way or there's no way. Because your grade is not gonna change because you trying. Your teacher don't care about you trying. Either it's right or it's wrong. Because what your grades are, your grades are a measure of your performance, correct?
Yeah.
So in other words, you're not performing well. So that means you're not learning well, which means you're not asking questions or trying to gain clarity. You
Grades
just want to come home,
nothing.
go outside, play outside with your friends.
Grades
and be on your
don't
phone.
mean nothing. Your daughter could be as smart as hell.
Well, no, she can't.
Trash,
but see, I know she's smart. I know she's smart, but at this time frame, I'm not her teacher, right? I'm not her teacher in the classroom. She goes to public school and she gets graded by her teacher, so those grades do matter.
Hey, but you know what?
Public school wasn't built for us. It wasn't built for us in the first place.
It really wasn't.
Correct.
But I mean, like to piggyback off what you just said, I typically tell my daughter that ain't nobody gonna love you the way that you love yourself.
Facts.
I want my daughter to understand the concept of moving in this world freely, knowing that it don't matter what she do, as long as she loves herself. It don't matter what nobody else say. Because for one, she got a crazy ass dad.
And crazy ass uncle.
Okay? Yeah. And her mama is a little loopy anyway.
Oh, God.
But it's that concept, bro. Like I teach my daughter, like, first of all, she need to know who she is, where she came from, and what the hell she stand for.
Yep.
Right? So if she cry, that's cool. I hope you understand the reason why you're crying. And not just crying just to cry.
Facts.
Because I don't want you to go in this world thinking, oh, I can cry and get my way. It don't work like that. Like Cordero said, it don't work like that.
No.
Just understand why you cry and keep moving.
But see, now y'all made me think of the situation we talked about earlier in reference to how you get your message across. Because now we talking about talking to your kid. Are you as harsh as you were before? I know you're still truthful because that's just who you gentlemen are, but are you as harsh, or do you want her to receive that message a little bit softer so they'll understand why and what that means and how to move forward?
So I'm gonna answer that question for you. It's not my determination to see if I'm harsh or not. It's on them. So I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I don't care how you think and what you think about none of that of what you want to take. If it made you feel bad, good. I hope it made you feel bad. I don't give a shit because at the end of the day, like I told her, I said, I care about you in this house. But when you go outside this house, you think anybody's care about you besides me and your mama?
I said the same shit.
I said, no, they don't. So stop caring about what people got to say if it's not coming out of this house. If it's not me or your mama, we don't call you dumb. We don't call you stupid. We don't call you none of them degrading names. We just tell you the truth, and that's it. You don't like me. You don't like us telling you the truth because it doesn't sound good. Like I told her, I don't care how it doesn't sound because I'm not here to please you. I'm here to train and develop you and help you become a better person. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not your fucking friend. No, because I'm not your friend.
You know what you
I'm not
remind
trying
me
to be
of?
your friend.
You remind me of chronic pain. Pain that
ain't
ain't
going
going
no
nowhere.
damn well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in your ass. I'm
You
gonna
be
be in your
tired of
ass
that
like
That's a
pepper
pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
you talking about, yeah.
Major
I'm a little
pain,
bit.
boy.
I'm a little bit different, bro. I'm a little bit different because I don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying, but for me, it was a little bit different growing up. I ain't have no parents, so when I look at my daughter, bro, I put myself in the perspective of how she receives me versus how I receive her, because all I ever wanted when I was her age was somebody to be there for me like I'm there for her. You know, so I entice my daughter to ask me why. I entice my daughter to challenge and question what I'm telling her to do. Like, because I want her to understand that me and her, we can communicate freely. But she knows her place and I know my place. You know, as kids, they're very explorational. I think that's the right
I don't
word.
think so.
But if it ain't, yeah.
We're good.
But my daughter can be very mischievous too. But you know, I want that open communication. Like when I talk to my daughter, I talk to her like a person. Like it's me standing in the mirror. Like she's my legacy. So I'm gonna build her up to carry everything that she wants to do versus what I want her to do.
Got you.
Because when they grow up, they're gonna do what they want to anyway.
On God.
Correct.
All right.
So I didn't want to.
Low-key, what you think?
Know that I'm there.
See, that's my biggest issue. I'm sorry, but that's my biggest issue because my daughter, she likes to think about what everybody else thinks because she's at that teenage stage.
Girls are like that, period.
Friends' opinions matters, right? And I'm trying to get to understand that your friends are not as valuable as you.
They're not even really your friend. Not yet.
Well, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell her
told
that
them
piece
that.
because because
don't play that shit.
If I tell her that shit, her mind, her fucking whole world, super gone.
Surely.
So I try to be cognizant of what I say to her, but still, like he said, I do look at her like the same way, and I do have open dialogue. It's just that when she starts to crying, the crying is because she wants to get what she wants without any type of resistance. And that's the the white people mechanism coming out.
Yeah.
The white people making that. Loki, what you thinking, bro?
I just know we all musically inclined. We all tap in. I think we all know pain make the best music. And I think it's just something about the pain of making it through a situation. It's something about the scars of your life that you can showcase that you went through some battles, but you came out. That's why I never want to come out of life without no scratches and scars. Like, I want my history to be on my flesh. I want my history to be in my heart, you know? So that's why I always chase pain. Like, it's like your whole history book is out there for the world to see. Like, yeah, it sucks because it changes you, but you still here to showcase the change. Like, pain is powerful to me. And like, for me, I put on my back, it says pain heals, because for me, pain does heal in certain ways. Like, it's a release for me sometimes when you feel that pain, but it also opens you up. It's like something that can get shattered through the pain, but it now is a whole nother vessel open. So I'm definitely not saying like, if anybody's out there like cutting and all that, hopefully you can find a different option for you. But, you know, find an outlet. Pain is something you can do. Sometimes it's like things like those ice bath challenges that's super uncomfortable, painful, but it unlocks that level of
You gotta take ice baths?
No, I want to try.
You've taken a cold shower.
My
ice
heart
bath?
will stop.
You sure you want
I haven't done it yet, but I might try it.
That's some white folk shit.
I've done it a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, it's really beneficial for you.
I heard.
Oh my God, that shit sucks.
Yeah, I bet it does. But you know what though, man?
If I wanted to take an ice bath, I'd move to Alaska.
I was up there.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do none of that shit.
I'll stick to the air conditioner, bro.
What'd you say? Yeah. Hey, but for real, so like the pain is a gift, but it's really just, in my eyes, it's really just that alert moment that wakes you up to say, hey, this is your situation. What you gonna do about it? How you gonna move forward? But chasing the pain is something I can't do in my own life, because I feel like I'm not chasing pain, I'm chasing growth. But with growth causes pain. You understand?
So you chasing
I'm not
pain?
chasing pain. I'm not chasing pain.
You ain't trying to.
No, I'm
You're not doing
chasing
intentionally,
growth.
but you're chasing growth. But sometimes the pain
But
comes.
real
with growth.
talk, pain come. Period. You gonna go through pains no matter what, cause that's just how
You
life
said
is.
you on your period. You said you on your period.
Man, I said this nigga wild. No, I'm just saying, man, if you chasing the growth, it comes with the pain. But even if you choose not to chase growth or anything better, you gonna feel pain. So I'm choosing my pain wisely because I'm chasing my growth, and my growth is guiding me down a path that's kind of bumpy, but it's better for me. And that's what you saying. You chasing that growth. I mean, that pain just lets you know that this shit is real. It's really happening, but it's happening no matter what.
I got a quote for y'all. So this quote came from this guy named Chuck. I think it's like Polynuck. I don't know how to say his name, but it was in his diary, like a memoir that he wrote. He said it's so hard to forget pain, but it's even harder to remember sweetness. We have no scar to show for happiness. We learn so little from peace.
That's fact. I just heard that. That's facts.
I don't chase pain, bro. That was a powerful little message. But I don't chase pain. I chase God's grace. I learned that the hard way.
What you said?
I mean, pain for me, bro, I don't chase that shit no more. I sit back with the doors unlocked and I wait for it to come because I know it's inevitable. You know, I sit there and I wait for it to come and I'm locked and loaded. We gonna be like, you pain coming? Come on, we finna scrap.
Yeah,
we finna fight it out.
From my knowledge, pain is something I gotta fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta fight.
Right.
When that shit hurt, you gotta be like, I'm tough. All right, nigga, shit.
Yeah.
It's tough. So I'm ready for war when I think of pain.
I ran 4 miles today.
Yeah, I bet your body in pain.
No, at that moment, my lungs were on fire. So
that bitch was screaming.
No, I ain't gonna cap to you. Like my lungs were on fire, bro. Like running up and down hill through trails. It was tough, but it was more of a mental. Not only was it physical, it was mental. As far as I ain't gonna just say pain, but yes, pain. That was reoccurring in my head. Stop. Walk for a long period of time. But I was like, I can't walk for that long. I'll walk for this little bit of period of time, then I sprint for X amount of time, and then because I ran 2 miles straight. But then the last mile, the last mile and a half, that's when I started doing the walk, run, because I already went past my threshold. And I'm just breaking down the barrier even further, which was, painful for me. I ain't ran 4 miles in like a month or two now.
See, I stopped doing all that. Look, I started going to physical therapy. My therapist told me that you're not supposed to feel pain. Not like that. So when you work out, do your workout, but as soon as you feel the pain, you're supposed to stop. Don't go that far down. All right? Because that's where your pain threshold is. Everybody's different type of deal. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me because we're gonna feel pain because that's just this world. But the reality is we're not supposed to feel pain. That's why typically we don't feel it until some shit happens. And when that shit happens, you feel all the pain, and then you gotta be like, oh shit, that what that feel like? What you gonna do next? But
But it's really a survival mechanism if you think about it. Because it's like we're seeing red flags, right? Or we know when something is wrong. You don't know when something is. You know when everything is right. You don't know when something's really right until you know when something is wrong. So, like you said, it's like an indicator. So
that's facts.
I feel that, and that's why I understand where Loki's coming from about chasing it too, because wanting to feel alive, wanting to to know that what you're pursuing is working. Then you learn the lessons from what you pursue. Now you know how to implement it differently, a different way. Because I don't think he's pursuing the same type of pain every time. I think it's something different each time. You know what I mean? So like. I understand. That's like me wanting to be better physically. I have to consistently go to the gym. I have to consistently run. I have to ruck. I have to do all different types of exercise, whether it's full body or if it's like upper body push pull. Am I isolating certain things? Then my nutrition is a second factor to it. So it's like I'm chasing this goal, but it requires a certain level of discipline, a certain level of sacrifice, a certain level of pain that I must endure.
Yeah.
Before I cut out, I just want to make sure don't chase, because one of my fears is also I'm gonna chase it to the point of failure where I die. Because I just recently learned that you could die of heart heartbreak.
Mhm.
Like it's a emotional
It's a real
connection
thing.
that you could actually die from heartache and heartbreak. And I think realizing that, I think Trayvon always says he wants a partner that can be understanding. So just because women ain't showcasing that physical pain that we have, they have a lot of pain and endurance, from generations of like our grandmothers putting up with people and things, and they shoulder a lot of pain and burdens that I think we overlook. So I just want to make sure that we also recognize that their strength and the difference of what pain looks like in their life too.
That's facts. That's fact. Best.
See, I want to look. We're gonna close it out. Anybody got anything left they want to say? Leave for the audience, or leave for just some advice, tips, whatever.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead.
Take an ice bath. I challenge anybody on the podcast. I challenge anybody else in the audience. Let's try something painful as a group. If you do it, go ahead, shoot a post up to us on the Instagram of you doing it. If you don't want to go that extreme, maybe you want something hot. Show me in the sauna room for 30 minutes or
I'm
something.
about to say, actually, if you can't take an ice bath, you need to take a cold shower. Like, just take a cold shower the whole entire morning. I'm telling you, it's a different ballgame. But it gotta hit your head.
Painful.
You gotta hit your head all the way down.
For us.
Well, I'm scared of the ice bath,
man.
but I got y'all. Do something painful for some growth.
Sure.
That's a hard pass for me. I'll drink a glass of ice water. You know what I'm saying? Go down in my system and help that grow.
This wasn't ice water. Shit, say less.
Or some ice cold orange juice.
There it is. And on that note, let's go home. I'm ready.
All right, y'all.